When your spirit feels worn, God meets you with gentle strength that steadies your heart. Find a comfortable place to sit or lie down. Relax your shoulders, close your eyes, and breathe deeply as you connect with God in this quiet moment. When life has stretched you thin and your inner strength feels frayed, God does not step back or wait for you to pull yourself together. He draws near with a calm that meets you exactly where you are. In this stillness, allow the weight you've been carrying to loosen its grip. Let each breath remind you that you don't have to hold everything alone. God's presence surrounds you with a steadying peace, offering rest to the parts of you that feel tired, uncertain, or overwhelmed. Here you are safe to slow down, release the strain, and receive the gentle strength He offers. As this moment unfolds, allow your spirit to soften in God's gentle presence. You don't need to force anything or pretend you're stronger than you feel. Let this be a space where the pressure lifts and the expectations quiet down. God understands the weight you've been carrying and the exhaustion that settles deep within your soul. With each slow breath, imagine His steady strength rising quietly inside you, not demanding, not rushing, simply supporting you in the places that feel worn. Release the urge to push through on your own. Instead, picture God's hands holding the parts of your life that feel fragile or uncertain. In this calm, He reminds you that your worth isn't measured by productivity or perfection. You are loved, guided, and upheld even in your tired moments. Let His peace settle over you like a soft blanket, restoring what has felt stretched thin. Feel the quiet deepen around you as you let go of the tension you've been holding inside. You don't have to rush this moment or force your mind to settle. Simply allow God's presence to meet you in the places that feel worn and stretched thin. Picture His calm, moving gently through your thoughts, softening the edges of worry and easing the heaviness that has lingered in your spirit. With each breath, imagine a slow unwinding, as if the knots within you are loosening one by one. God understands the fatigue you rarely speak about, the kind that settles deep and makes everything feel heavier than it should. In this stillness, let Him lift that weight from your shoulders. Trust that He is restoring what life has drained, renewing strength where you feel depleted, and surrounding you with a peace that asks nothing of you except to rest and receive. Notice how your spirit begins to settle as you rest in this gentle space with God. You don't need to analyze your thoughts or sort through every emotion right now. Simply allow the quiet to hold you. Let the strain you've been carrying slowly loosen as God meets you with compassion rather than expectation. He sees the places where you feel stretched thin, the moments when you've pushed through, even though your strength felt nearly gone. In this stillness, imagine His peace flowing through the tired corners of your mind, softening the heaviness you've been managing alone. With each breath, picture His presence steadying you, reminding you that you are not forgotten or overlooked. God is restoring what has felt depleted, renewing the strength that life has drained. Let this moment be a gentle reminder that you are safe, supported, and deeply cared for in His hands. In this gentle stillness, allow the weight you've been carrying to ease its hold on your heart. You don't have to rush toward clarity or force yourself to feel stronger than you do. Let this be a moment where God meets you with tenderness rather than pressure. Picture His calm resting over the tired places within you, softening the strain that has built up over time. With each breath, imagine His strength rising quietly inside you, not demanding anything, simply offering support where you feel worn. God understands the fatigue that settles deeper than words can express, the kind that makes even simple things feel heavy. Here, He invites you to release what you've been gripping so tightly. Trust that He is renewing what has felt depleted, restoring steadiness where you felt unbalanced, and surrounding you with a peace that gently rebuilds your spirit from within. Here in God's calming presence, allow the strain you've been carrying to slowly unwind. You don't need to fix anything or force your thoughts into order. Simply rest in the assurance that God understands the quiet fatigue beneath your responsibilities, the kind that lingers even when you keep moving forward. Let His peace settle gently over the places where you feel stretched thin, softening the tension that has built up over time. With each breath, imagine His strength rising within you like a steady, supportive foundation. God is not asking you to push harder. He is inviting you to lean into His steadiness. Release the pressure to hold everything together on your own. Trust that He is renewing what has felt depleted, restoring balance where you felt unsteady, and surrounding you with a calm that strengthens you from the inside out. With each slow breath, allow the heaviness within you to soften as God meets you in this quiet space. You don't have to rush towards strength or clarity. Simply let this moment be what it is, a gentle pause in the middle of everything you've been carrying. Picture God's steady presence surrounding the worn places inside you, offering support where you've felt stretched thin. Let the tension in your shoulders ease and imagine His peace flowing through the thoughts that have felt tangled or overwhelming. God understands the quiet fatigue that settles deeper than words, the kind that makes even simple tasks feel heavy. In this stillness, trust that He is renewing what has felt depleted, restoring balance where you felt unsteady and strengthening you from the inside out. Allow His calm to settle over your spirit, reminding you that you are held, supported, and never alone. As peace rises within you, allow the tension you've been carrying to slowly melt away. You don't need to force anything or try to control the pace of your thoughts. Simply let this moment be a gentle space where God meets you with steady compassion. Picture His calm settling over the worn places inside you, softening the heaviness that has lingered for far too long. With each breath, imagine His strength lifting the weight you've been holding alone, reminding you that you don't have to push through everything by yourself. God understands the quiet fatigue that doesn't always show on the surface, the kind that drains your spirit even when you keep moving. In this stillness, trust that He is restoring what has felt depleted, renewing your inner balance and surrounding you with a peace that strengthens you from within. Let His presence steady your heart and remind you that you are deeply held. Let your heart rest in this quiet space as you release the pressure to be strong every moment. You don't have to hold everything together or pretend you're not tired. Allow God's presence to meet you gently, softening the weight you've carried alone. Picture His calm settling over your thoughts, easing the strain that has lingered beneath the surface. With each breath, imagine His strength rising quietly within you, steadying the places that feel worn or uncertain. God understands the deep fatigue that doesn't always show, the kind that drains your spirit even when you keep moving. In this stillness, trust that He is restoring what has felt depleted, renewing balance where you felt unsteady, and surrounding you with a peace that rebuilds you from the inside out. Let this moment remind you that you are held, supported, and never expected to walk through your weariness alone. As you rise from this moment of stillness, carry with you the peace God has begun within you. You don't have to hold every thought or solve every burden at once. God walks with you, guiding your steps with clarity and surrounding your heart with steady compassion. If this time of quiet helped you breathe a little easier or feel a little lighter, know that you're not alone. There is a whole community here walking this journey of faith, hope, and healing with you. May God's calm rest over your mind, His strength steady your spirit, and His love remind you that you are deeply held. Thank you for spending this moment with me. If this brought you peace, feel free to share your experience in the comments. Your words may bless someone else who needs encouragement today. Until we meet again, may God's gentle clarity guide you, and may His presence stay close to your heart.